wherever you may be. Welcome to the One Perspective to Another podcast. I'm your humble, gracious host, A. This is episode 98, almost to that big mark, but I want to make this one a evergreen episode to kind of keep everything collective of just the same process, thoughts and processes going through the week. On this episode, going to be talking about how I don't want to be particular, I want to be dynamic, just the same concept always with situational awareness. The next is us being finite. Then after that, my thoughts about this guy on TikTok. Then next, my mission statement of just like one perspective to another in general. And last but not least, a word of the week, I guess you can say, and ending it off with the sleeper. So without further ado, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for telling two friends to tell two friends. This has been a very interesting journey. Shout out to all the people who've been on it, the information I've given, the thoughts I've given, the mental awareness that I've given. Trying to go over my old episodes and just see if I could do something special for 100, but with quarantine going on and everything, I want to get like a super mega guest list of people, but I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm probably just going to do like a collective, but we'll see what happens with it. But anyway, with this episode, I want to just hop right into it and say what the first topic is. I don't want to be particular, I want to be dynamic. And to me, this statement is very powerful just in my own mindset, just in thinking of living everyday life. You see people, I talk about it on previous podcasts, motivation versus inspiration, what keeps you going with inside of yourself. And it just all boils down to, like I always talk about, is situational awareness, knowing when to do what, how to do it, why to do it, who are you doing it for, being dynamic, because not everybody is going to be able to understand what you are going through. Not everybody's going to be in the same situation that you're in. Variables come and go. You're not always going to be able to have the tools that you need. You still got to substitute. You got to make a backup plan. And for some people that might be like, oh my God, that's just so much. I need anxiety for that. But when you are prepared to be unprepared, you ain't got to get ready if you already ready kind of shit. You don't need to fret about that. You don't need to get anxiety because you trust in yourself. And that's where being dynamic to me is better than being particular, because nobody in this world just does one thing. Yeah, we all have our crafts and our traits and all the shit that we do, but if we only did one thing on this planet, what would the point of us being who we are as individuals be? Everybody does multiple things. Everybody does hella shit that's just out of this world. Don't discount yourself for the gifts that you have and the abilities that you have. And it segues into the next thing I wanted to talk about, of us being finite. And in those things, that's why we have to live our lives and do what's best for us, what's best for our friends, our family, our children, whoever those people are who are important in our world. We have to make sure that we give them the best of us, and know that when you start getting older, you start recognizing things, you start seeing shit on social media, the news, just people getting older in general. It makes you think about your own mortality as a human being. I don't want to put like death upon people or anything, but like we all have an expiration date. We don't know when it is, but you just got to live your life. We are not infinite things, but we do want to leave a legacy for our people around us, our loved ones, our children. Like, it's all connected in some kind of way or fashion. The individual that we are has an expiration date, but the things that we can provide to the people around us in the world around us, that's the legacy. That's the thing that you can make infinite. If it's of importance, if it's a helping hand, if it's giving somebody words, if it's giving somebody encouragement, if it's putting light into a child, if it's recognizing a person, whatever it is, like, we got to keep all of us together and just keep connected and make sure that everybody whether you white, black, purple, whether you short, fat, tall, whatever it is, like, I think that's the thing that we miss out a lot, especially nowadays. We miss out on trying to separate ourselves, but we all, at the end of the day, we are human beings. And the connection in that is, there is no better connection than the human connection when you break it down from that perspective standpoint. That's always my perspective. It's just, I want to supersede everything that differentiates us. Not in like race relations and race wars and all that shit, but at the end of the day, we all breathe. We all fucking got a heart. We all got ambitions. We all got that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the intangibles of things that make us humans. I want to bridge that gap. I want to make those perspectives more known. So things can just flow. So we don't have to be driven to do things that we don't want to be, that create us being finite. I want to be infinite, like infinity. But next, I wanted to talk about this guy I seen on TikTok. He was born in 1920. He was on TikTok, and I think he's in New York or some shit. And he bowls a strike or damn near a perfect game all the time. He's hella old. And the amount of views he had on TikTok was just astronomical. That's not even astronomical. And it just made me think about, like, why do we only give old people and babies, like, all the praise, like they're not supposed to do anything? Like, why don't we give everyday people just praise for no reason? If they're doing something that's worthy, like, why don't we like them like we like that fucking thought picture that gets 864 likes just because it's vanity and beauty? Why can't we give that same attention to the moments that really matter? It's mind-boggling to me sometimes. I know vanity and all that shit is just a whole different topic, but I just want to give light and love to the people who do the little things that are really big things in the world, and give them a shout out and salute to them. Because it's just weird to see, and give him respect too, because he's fucking almost 100 years old, I guess. Shit. But yeah, he's just out there doing his thing. And it's simple. It's a simple thing, but he's still living his life. And I just wanted to give him a shout out and shit. But I want to give people around the world who just do little things more respect, like I said. We only marvel at that kind of shit. So you can do that shit too. Just being yourself, doing the things that you love to do. Be great in what you do. Be great in whatever it is that brings joy and happiness to your life. Like I said earlier, don't worry, or previous podcasts, don't worry about what other people say about you. Whatever they see or hear about you is just a slither of your life. So go be great for you. And that leads me to, like, kind of my mission statement. I kind of been explaining it for the past couple minutes, I guess you can say. It's just a lot of the issues and conflict in the world is beyond a human to human connection. It's the things that separate us when we gotta start bringing ourselves together. During the pandemic, you really see how twisted and tortured the world and the community really is with each other. You got these people on this side, you got these people on that side, you got Democrats, Republicans, you got white, black, you got all this shit that separates us. And I feel like the goal is just to get all of us together on something, one equal part. There is something in this world that every single human being can find important. I don't know if it's money, I don't know if it's wealth, I don't know if it's love, but I think it's one of those things. But we want to bridge it all together. That's my mission statement. It's always been just providing perspectives around the world from different people, different walks of life. And moving forward, after all this quarantine and shit, I really want to start getting interviews going again. I know I said that shit on like episode 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but it just, to keep consistent, I just had to adjust and adapt. situational awareness for myself. I know that if I have to do an interview every week, then I gotta coordinate, and some people gonna cat and all this shit. So I just did what's best and what was efficient, what was good for me, and that was this. And 3 years later, this is what I'm on. I'm on the cusp of 100 episodes. So going back and listening was always a treat, I guess you can say. Just the way that I've grown, the way that I've evolved. Maybe I'll just do an episode 100 just about me. But whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to end on that note. This is gonna be like a little short episode this week. Just the little things that's been on my mind. Getting geared back up. Everybody gonna be going back to work soon. Just preparing for all that. See what's going on with the world. Last but not least, word that I found out this week is disseminate. Spread something, especially information, widely. Never heard that fucking word before in my life. Even though probably people have said it, but I didn't know what it meant. But you just piece together sentences. But yeah, that's my word of the week. And I'm going to end on this note. We all want the fame. We all want the legacy. Even if you don't, you want a connection to something. That's my word or my sentence, my phrase, my quote of the week. Whatever that is, find it for you. So that can be your light. On that note, we're going to get up out of here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Thank you for listening to the randomness of my voice. I try to do as best as I can in one take, in one shot. Shout out to Eminem. But yeah, tell two friends to tell two friends. Thank you for listening. Up next is one of my favorite songs. I don't know if I have this as a sleeper before, but it's just been the vibe of music that I'm in. I don't really listen to none of that new shit. Wubba and Lil Baby and Baby, Bad Baby, all the babies. Like, it's just too much. All them songs sound the same to me sometimes. Shout out to Mosey though. Mosey, however the fuck you say his name. It's still some rap out there that I do fuck with. But for the most part, all these new people, I don't know who the fuck they are. But this is a classic to me. And this is just the type of music that I like. Because I like the production when it comes to the sound and the beats. But yeah, as always, it's just my perspective. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Why keep all of these girls in my shows? They love me, but I don't know why I keep calling. Why I keep calling you?
All the models to the floor right now. All the models to the floor right now. What? Huh? All the models to the floor right now. All the models to the floor right now.
I'm in my Christian Dior with a Veronica Webb. No Amy Lenore, Chanel, Cecily Lopez. Arlena Sosa, Salida E. Banksy. Grew up on my beat, speak that Jordan Dunn language. Make a phone call out to Joan Smalls. I wonder how it feel and Laura Stone's walls. Jessica Jones, y'all, I would damage her. And see a Jessica Stam, got the stamina. I'm in the car with Leo in the Benz swerve. I heard Bar was friends with S.D. Ginsburg, Coco Rocha, Kate Mimosa, Alessandra Ambrosia, Andre Rubik and Olga, Curry Lingo, tell her I'm very single. Abby Lee too, I'm a freak boo. I'm wildin', I'm on 1,000. I wanna see Irina shake next to Dowson.
I got the world in my hands, the master plan, but I don't know why I keep calling. Why I keep all of these girls in my shows? They love me, but I don't know why I keep calling. Why I keep calling you?
Christian Dior denim flow. I told her I'm trying to eat out, so what we going to dinner for?
Miami nights on a search for some TNA, trying to hide what's obvious to seeing me. We conversate a bit about your DNA and my salmon colored suit from the VMAs. Oh, you was watching? Who the fuck wasn't? Me skip across that stage in 5 dozen. Yeah, 6 grand for a minute's time. Italian Vogue styled a nigga for a minute rhyme. Let's be clear and let's be fair. The best thing in music's being offered here. It's a round table full of bosses here, still giving you a all like the
I got
coffee's
the
near.
world in my me, but I don't know why I keep calling, why I keep calling you.
It's time for a lesson in model behavior. Damn, look at all the bad bitches I gave you. Man, I can see the flaws to your flavor. Look like Wonder Woman and still need a savior. Maybe it's a billionaire, maybe it's that cocaine. I done seen drugs and money run the whole game. A good girl, lost in the city life. Asian provocateur, hold them titties right.
Handcraft material, champagne for cereal. Shorty stole my heart, criminal, my lucky charm. Fly clothes and live shows, type of stuff we own. Stuff all my problems in that bong, and I'm puffin' strong. I've been locked in my way of thinking, now my cuffs are gone. Must have been the liquor talking, I'm begging the cups, come on. My come off's irregular, I come in custom form. TGIF, GT reads my hustler's poem. My sound's full grown, reminds me of my favorite chronic. Ball like a supersonic, make the haters vomit. Nigga, make some money for you, make a comment. I meant to snap a while ago, but who knows where the time went. Probably dime chicks, whips with a ditty. Now I'm back like a 9 milli. Grammy, New York City, see me clearly through the storm. The world's mine, it's pretty in my palm. Sean Dawn as we continue on.
Niggas think they know only God with a story. They don't really know what's in my hand. Fucking with me, how can I be better? I can start with just the basics. Dior, Dior galore, I love the cut. I seem to have forgotten that I'm often loony to the people who don't know. Cause you know what? Rose gold presidential on my bony wrist. To my mom, to Chanel, hell, LC the stunner. She got haters, some in the fan made us, but they don't really matter, we escape them with our paper. Hey, I'm on my aunt, 50,000, I'm all good now. When nigga don't need no counseling. Woke up in the room and my mojo was active. Looks from the hoes that were more than likely passive. Back when, let me not reflect from the old shit. I'm on to the new act, on to my new script. Bitches, but they have their thoughts before approaching. I done heard it all, baby, save it for them other niggas. Do things all before living, haters copy of the image. Hey, haters copy of the image.